Hey, what's up guys, Drytron here and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. Today I am joined by
Ilias
and you just got second place at the 3vs3 tournament in Lanaken, Belgium, playing a very cool deck, I think. So what did you play?
I was playing Shaddoll, Dogmatika and Despia.
So Despia, pretty spicy. Yeah, is there anything you want to say before we start looking at the actual cards?
Basically, I wanted to play Zafra, but my teammate didn't want it. So I was okay. I play a deck that I'm more comfortable with, and I'm playing Shaddoll since the release in 2014. So it's okay, and yeah, that was a good pick.
Yeah, I mean for sure, you did really well. So yeah, I guess let's just take a look at the cards.
Yeah. So for the Shaddoll engine, we play a lot of monsters because it's a Shaddoll deck, and they have a really nice synergy with the Despia cards. I will explain later.
Yep.
This is what everyone plays, I would say, except Falco. It's just that I'm playing Shaddoll since a long time, so I just love Falco.
Yeah.
And it's a really good in the grind game, and this deck is made for the grind game. So Falco is really strong at the end of the game. You just have Falco, you bring back any Shadows or Construct or even Winda, and you take back spells, and it's really strong. My teammate didn't wanted me to play this one, but it was really useful, so it's good, and I will keep it, I think. That's it for the monster. Then really big.
Yeah.
This card is pretty strong going first, going second, especially going second card, because you can use your deck for the materials of your fusion. This card was more because I was expecting more Tri-Brigade and a lot of Ash Blossom.
Yeah.
So having both in hand was always good, and I got ashed a lot of times. So it was always useful to have this one.
Yeah.
But it was really especially for the Tri-Brigade matchup for Revolt. If you do Winda when they do Revolt, it just fizzle and they don't have the summons.
Yep.
So yeah, then this card is really good for the grind game. Thanks to this card, you can play all Shadows at one, because you can just reborn, make the effect again, and it makes you able to do some loops with the Shadows.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people playing with a lot of back row, they think we only have one dragon, but when you have this, you have one dragon every turn.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. And then Schism. This card is
It's just the best card, right?
Yeah. I don't understand why it's still playable. Maybe it's because you have to play a lot of bricks to make it work, but still, this card is so good. And this is a real problem in the game right now, I would say. Making Construct and Winda or even Abkalon, it's too strong in critical
and then
type.
Also you can just like send away your opponent's monsters for some reason. Like
no targeting, not distracting, just sending. And this is really strong, and it's good in all matchups, even back row matchups. This is good. That's it for the Shadows in main deck. Then a small Dogmatika engine. The only purpose of this is this.
Yeah.
There is nothing more to explain. This is the only purpose, and these are good interruption, especially this, because the deck really struggled with big monsters and untargetable monster and stuff. So I thought we would have a lot of dragoons also, and this is a good. These cards are my outs to dragoons. So and this card is really good. It can be used as a destroy 2 cards on the field, or just making more resources for your play. So this is good, and this card also is a problem.
I mean, that card's insane.
This is one card schism that you can use.
Yeah.
And this is, I would say, not good for the game, but I love the cards.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't really mind.
Yeah, I will still use it until it's banned, but I don't know if they will ban something, but. And this is the spice of today.
Yeah.
So I always like to play some rogue decks and stuff. and because the interaction are less boring, and this deck is really fun. Basically, what's the difference between this engine and invoked engine is not really big difference, because everything is made so you have this.
Yeah.
And you can. It's a fusion spell. It's like invocation, you know. It's just that the fusion monster you bring have other interaction than Mekaba or Cougar Trio or anything. This is really a really good card. This card not for cost, so you can trigger all your shadows from hand. So shadows are less hard brick in hand, thanks to this card. And then in the monster, this card searches this card.
Yeah.
So you have 6 cards that unbrick your hand when you have too much shadow.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, this is pretty good. And also the thing is, we tend to forget that they can special themselves. Its presence on the board, and it's Yu-Gi-Oh! So you lose when you have 0 life points. So you can just beat with this, negate effects sometimes. This one is pretty good. 3000 attack beater that special himself when you use it for a fusion summon. Even when you use it for schism, he comes back, and when you or your opponent special from the extra deck, you can just negate one monster effect on field. So that's pretty strong.
That is pretty strong.
Yeah. And that's it. I think for the people playing Invoke Shadows, if they just want to have some fun but still playing Shadows, they should try this package. Maybe other ratios. I don't know if these ratios are good. They were good for me today, but it's really fun to play. The fact that you can trigger shadows is pretty strong.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then it's all the non-engine cards. I would put it like this.
Strike.
Basically, the pot is just for consistency. You only do 3, you never do 6, or maybe in really rare occasions. Call by the Grave is just a really good one-off. All your power cards, I would say this one is also a power card. They all get stopped by small. Sorry, I get messy.
It's okay.
All your power cards all get stopped by small hand traps that everyone plays, Gospel or Hash. So you need some. It's your luck against your opponent luck, but sometimes it works.
I mean, that's Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yeah, and if you go first, it's a really good defensive card.
Yep.
Because sometimes you want to activate Schism and they have Ghost Bell or something. I don't play Meltdown, so I cannot protect this.
Yep.
So I need something, but it's good. Every time I drew it, it was always good. You can also banish other cards from the engine of your opponent, so that's good. These cards are just really powerful. I was a bit scared about the Drytron matchup, and I was trying to find some things that can just beat the Herald.
Yeah.
So this is good. You just normal a Shadow Monster, and you just do a construct. Or, something which is really good also is that if you have Despia monsters, their fusion, they ask a light or a dark to be made with a Despia monster. So it's normal summon. You just normal summon. You don't do the effect, and you do. And this is the same, like as I said in the beginning, you want to grind with this deck. So just set this, having something to bait. Let's say this. You do this on a good play of them. They try to negate. You say no, and that's good. Then after they have no more resources, I mean less than you, or you can activate the schism or anything. And that's it for the main deck.
Yeah. How many cards?
40.
40 cards.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. 40. It can be more. I mean, every time I build a deck, I'm like, okay, 40 is the target.
Yeah.
But if you need cards, you just play them, you know. Okay, so for the Link monsters, I just played these two.
Yeah.
This one is good because you can pitch all your fusion spells, especially super poly that you can. He has also another effect that he can turn a monster dark.
Yep.
So you can use super poly to use him and the monster of your opponent just to do this. Or you can turn it dark to do a Winda or something with another spell. That's good. I think he's mandatory in when you play the Shaddolls and Dogma, because sometimes you don't have access to Abkalon, so you just do construct. You pitch the cards you need. I would say Schism.
Yeah.
And then you just put it. You put construct and you take back the Schism, and he's a dark, so you can do Winda afterward. So these were really good. I would not change them. They are really strong.
Yep.
Then I shown this and that. This is for the Dogmatika trap.
Yep.
Just to destroy two. Yeah. And then for the fusion, Shaddoll Fusion, I play 3-3-2.
Big package again.
Yes, it's a fusion deck. I play 9 fusion without counting the Schism, so I just want to have always something to do. And also, as I said, it's a grind game. It's a grind deck, so after 2 and 2, people tend to think you don't have any more, and then surprise.
Surprise! There is more.
Yeah, and the cards are so good. Construct. I wanted to play at that 3, but I can't.
No space. Yeah.
No space, and even I never do the third one.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, when I'm playing with my friends, I play with the third one, but I never make it. So, yeah, and Winda is Winda. It's don't ban this card. I love it. It's a really Banshees, but not Winda. And Abkalon, it's a really good card. Everyone knows the effect in the grave, but a lot of players forget that it can negate, and it's for the duel, not the turn.
Forever.
Yeah. And even when I tell them it's for the duel,
They'll still forget.
yeah, they forget, and yeah. And then for Despia, I just played these ones. I never made this one the whole tournament, but I feel like you need to play it. It's also a good target for Super Poly because it needs a Despia monster and a light and dark monster. Yeah. So 3 monsters. You can reborn a monster from extra deck in the graveyard of your opponent or banish it. So it's useful to banish the Abkalon of your opponent if he has Schism, or force the Abkalon the Schism. Sorry. And also he's a good in time. I guess because he burns. When he attacks an opponent monster, he burns the original attack of the monster. So that's good, even if he's in defense. And this one is really strong. In quick effect, you can turn all monsters but fusion monster level 8 or more to 0 attack. So that's really good. You put it in def. He has 2/5 def, and you just turn everything to 0, and that's it. Yeah. And also when he's destroyed, you can special from the deck and just make the follow up for the rest, having fusion spells or just good cards. Yeah, that's it for the extra deck. And for the side deck, I would say it's not really relevant, but I can just show. The idea is, except for those, I wanted to have cards that can make me win 1 turn if I drew it. If I drew any of these cards, I know I can buy 1 turn if I side correctly. And these are for Drytron and all the decks that that were hurt by this. Nibiru was also because I was expecting a bit of Salamangreat or something. Yeah. It's always a good card to have. This is back row removal because I don't have in main deck. I mean, I have Dragon, but for Mystic Mine matchup, it's a bit.
Dragon doesn't really do much.
Yeah. And I had to face a Mystic Mine today, and I just had to do links, then fusion to have 1 monster and Abkalon the Mystic Mine. Judgment. When I'm deck building, when I play this in main deck, I always put this in the side just in case because it's easy switch. and also it's good against cards like Evenly Match or RP Feather Duster, Lightning Storm.
It's just always good, right? If you're going first.
Yeah, it's good against deck that needs their normal summon also.
Yes.
The thing if the opponent resolves this against me, I just lose. I need them. I don't play a lot of back rows, but I need them.
Yeah.
And droplets just for problematic problems in Yu-Gi-Oh! aka Drytron.
Drytron, Dragoon.
Yeah, Dragoon also, right. Yeah,
Alright,
that's it.
Alright. Thank you so much, Ilias. Any last words you want to say?
What?
Any last thing you want to say?
Just a shout out to my teammates,
Yep.
Hakom and Maxime. Hakom and Maxime.
Yeah.
And also our sponsor Dimitri Popadinek.
Alright.
And next time I will play Zephyra and I'll send you my records.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, Ilias, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.
Subscribe, thumbs up.
Bye.